people say, everything happens for a reason. Well, it's meant to be. It's meant to be. It's meant to be, Going about my life, I know I got to do things and make decisions, and I'll just do something, and logically I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this, and this is a waste of time, or this isn't, why am I doing this? Like, why am I on my phone right now when I should be doing this? Or why didn't, it's like little things that I know I should be doing something else, but I just don't do it, and I find something else to do. And it's almost like I almost feel like sometimes you just feel handicapped, or your hands are tied behind your back. It's like we're supposed to make the power of choice, but things just happen. We make the same bad decisions. We get in the same bad relationships, or we avoid whatever. To say that you can manifest the destiny you want because you have the power of choice. Make the right habits. Change your predisposition. We all have things that we're predispositioned to. Things from our past. It could be even in our DNA, like things from our parents and grandparents, like generational things are in our DNA, like tendencies. We inherit mental things, like physical things, even everything, like mental health, even physical health problems, or just things like we inherit in our DNA, like generational trauma. People that went through mass trauma somehow, it's probably a piece of it's probably in us, and just the pain that we live with every day is just there, and it's all seeds of DNA. And then it's also like when you were raised, your subconscious mind is just programmed when you're a kid, and if there's bad stuff happening to you as a kid and you're not safe and you're abused, that's all more programming that just sets you off on life. And part of the destiny is kind of this autopilot of you just living your life, and your actions are kind of just autopilot because your subconscious mind and your programming, it just kind of plays out what it was programmed with. Like physically, literally, from your childhood, plus generationally in your DNA. It's like, a record player will have imprinted on it the music it plays, and you put it on the record player, it's going to play that song. That's what we're doing. We're just living out our programming and our DNA. But it's not 100% that, we have the power to change it. It's like if the record had a power to be like, no, I don't like this music anymore, I want to rewrite my own music so it plays that. If it could do that, that's what we can do. We can do that. We can change the programming. We can override, to a certain extent, the DNA, the programming, the tendencies, I think that's part of why we're here, and to begin with, to learn to change from that. You might have a tendency to do this, and your parents did the same thing, and it's like destruction and failure and bad, something bad. It just failure in life. Alcoholic parents, abusive, whatever. I had my dad's dad died when he was 40 because he was an abusive, major alcoholic, and he died when my dad was 9. And then my dad did a lot better than that. He did way better than his dad, but he still wasn't perfect, and he left, and all of his kids aren't perfect, including me. But he did the best he could. And it's just, you get better. And you override your program. You have the power of choice. That's proof that you have the power of choice, because he got better. You try to get better, make the right decisions, don't do certain things. But it's hard because, I don't know if you've ever had this happen, but I'd notice this all the time where I'm just going about my life. I know I got to do things and make decisions, and I'll just do something, and logically I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this, and this is a waste of time, or this isn't, why am I doing this? Like, why am I on my phone right now when I should be doing this? Or why didn't, it's like little things that I know I should be doing something else, but I just don't do it, and I find something else to do. Like, I know I should be sitting down writing my movie, writing the script, and I find every excuse not to do it. And it's just like, no, I'm going to do something else. I'm going to turn the camera on, film, make another video off the cuff with no script whatsoever. This is 100% off the top of my head. I'll always find an excuse to do something else besides what I know logically I should be doing. And it's almost like I almost feel like sometimes you just feel handicapped, or your hands are tied behind your back. It's like we're supposed to make the power of choice, but things just happen. We make the same bad decisions. We get in the same bad relationships, or we avoid whatever. We avoid conflict. We avoid relationships, or we get into bad ones, or we rehash stuff from the past because it's programmed into us. But the whole point of this video, I guess, was to say that you can manifest the destiny you want because you have the power of choice but it's hard. You have to literally take that power and that focus and that intention every day and know what you want. Have goals in different areas of your life, in your career, in your love life. Have goals and know what you want, and there's things you can do, like literally writing it on paper helps, and looking at it and saying out loud, saying positive phrases. Everything's gonna be okay. Good things are coming my way. I am thankful. I am this. I am whatever. Train your mind, like meditate and focus your mind to be grateful that you have everything you want right now, that you are everything you want to be right now, and you're not constantly just walking around in pain and in loss and feeling like a loser. You have to feel hope and faith, have faith, belief, everything. You already have everything now. I'm like, let it just like fill your whole being, your whole soul, and just like it's a relief. It's like, well, okay, everything's gonna be okay. I already have everything. You just have to start taking the actions, making the steps, doing work. You have to work. I don't know why these manifest people say you don't have to work. We're in a physical world. You have to work towards it, Like a football player is going to train and play football every day. If Arnold Schwarzenegger, bodybuilder, trained and actually worked out every day, but he had a goal and he knew what he wanted. Became a movie star, became governor. He talks about this stuff all the time. That's someone who overrided their programming because he just imagined the negativity he grew up in Austria with the war and his dad. Terrible stuff that they went through, traumatizing stuff, worse than... But some people are definitely just stronger people. Like he said, his brother wasn't as strong. And that sucks. That sucks. Because I just want to be strong. And it's not easy. Oh, I just wish I was stronger. I am strong, but I wish I was stronger. You have the power of choice to override the programming and start new habits, and start right now. New habits, all that stuff's just not true. The stuff you don't want, it's not true. It doesn't have to be true. It's not. Just don't believe it. Don't buy into it. You create your own future. And yes, things are. There's a lot of things that could be predestined because of their tendencies and all this stuff. But even with overall destiny, most of our destiny is good. I mean, God wants us. I believe there is a creator. He wants what's good for us. So our destiny is good. It's supposed to be good. It's not like your destiny is just you're going to hell in a handbasket. That's not your destiny. Your destiny is good. But we get in our own way and we trip our own self up, and other forces, negativity, we let that take over, and we believe in that. And we buy into it. We buy into, like, you're not good enough. You're not this. You're not that. None of that's true. None of that's true. You are good enough. You can do anything. And so every day you have to just choose something else. Choose what you want. Even when every fiber in your being and every feeling in your body is just like, no, I can't. I'm not good enough. All the bad programming. It's like, nope, that's not true. And then we can generate. One of the things I love about learning with acting is that you can generate any feelings you want. You just start over and just generate, like, I have to do this all the time. Just like, no, everything's going to be great. I already am everything. I have nothing to worry about, you know. It's like, I'm good. Because if not, sometimes I have a tendency to just go down the path of anxiety and worry. But, you know, sometimes with acting roles, you gotta you gotta do that too. And that's fun for a performance. Wow, the wind is really picking up. It's fun to do that for a performance. It's kind of cathartic because you let it out. And you really get dramatic. It's fun when you do that with acting, but in real life, you don't need to do that. You need to just choose positivity and hope and faith and stuff. So that's my 2 cents. This was all just improv. Now I'm like in my head again. I always end up getting in my head thinking. I need to write more, because you can be in your head and you can write. There's a difference between being in your head and thinking and speaking and performing. They're two different things, I think. But sometimes speaking when you're thinking too is good. It can be good. It's just a lot slower. Power of choice versus destiny. I say it's both. I say we manifest the destiny we choose based on, we have to use our talents. Find out what your talents are and use them to the best of your ability. Thanks, everyone. Subscribe. Have a good day.